Greetings everyone, welcome to the DemoHub. We're going to show you how to run DeepSeek on your desktop in under 5 minutes. To get started, we're going to use a couple of services. Ollama is one of them. You can install Ollama directly from website or use the terminal to brew install Ollama. It takes a few minutes to get Ollama installed. I will leave all the commands to this in the description below for those who want to follow along. Brew install Ollama should get you started. Next, go to models. You can see DeepSeek model is available, and DeepSeek comes in different parameter sizes. 1.5 billion, very small. I think most laptops can handle it. The higher you go, the bigger the size. We're talking about close to 500 gigabytes for the 671 billion parameter. Make sure you have the right machine to handle that. For demo purposes here, let's focus on this 1.5 billion parameter. Most machines can handle that. These are the commands to get access to the model. You can use those commands. I'm also going to leave that in the description below. Copy that command and execute that. Ollama run DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion. For most people, dealing with the terminal or an interface like this is not their comfort zone, but this is what Ollama gives you. Let's try a simple prompt, which is explain the basics of machine learning to us. DeepSeek now is running locally, and here we have a summary of it. Now, DeepSeek does do summaries, but what most people will use DeepSeek for, or the appreciation of DeepSeek, is really for the reasoning. If you have a question that entails a fair amount of reasoning, you want to throw that at DeepSeek. Now, you probably want to use a bigger model of DeepSeek, not the small one I'm using. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. Which is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11. It says 9.9 is bigger, so the reasoning is correct. This is what most people will use DeepSeek for. And you can continue, you can actually pipe results from, and I'm going to leave all these examples here. You can pipe results from a file into DeepSeek, or you can go from DeepSeek into saving outputs to a file. There are a lot of things you can do there, but you try those yourself. All those commands will be in the description. Go ahead and exit this. And now we are done with DeepSeek. For the average user, you probably want an interface that is smooth, not the command line like DeepSeek. This is where AnythingLLM comes into play. Download the AnythingLLM app, install that on your machine. This will give you the chat interface most people are familiar with. Here, I do have AnythingLLM downloaded, and once you come in, it looks something like this. Next, create a workspace. Go ahead, create new workspace, give it a name called DemoHub.dev. So that's the name of the workspace. Now, what we want is to use the AnythingLLM to run using the DeepSeek model available within the Ollama service on our desktop. Click on this settings icon. Go over to chat settings, select, and from the chat settings, you're going to go from the workspace LLM provider. This gives you the ability to use different LLMs services based on your needs. If you have API keys, you can use that. In this case, we want to use Ollama because Ollama is running locally on a machine. Here is the available models. Right now, just the DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion available. So go ahead and choose the model. Now, if you want custom prompts, go ahead and change temperatures, other things you want to change. Once that's updated, you can come back, create a new thread or chat interface. So most people who use ChatGPT are familiar with this type of an interface. Let me copy back this question, paste this here, which is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11. This is a reasoning type question. Here we are getting a response, we're getting an answer, and it goes through the chain of thought, showing us the work. It says therefore 9.9 is larger than 9.11 using DeepSeek R1 running on Ollama. If you are familiar with this type of interface from ChatGPT, you get this again running with your own locally available DeepSeek model. So hopefully this gives you an idea. You can do this with Llama, you can do this with any other model you want, having that running locally using the Ollama service, but also giving you the chat interface with AnythingLLM. Hopefully this was helpful. As always, this is Fru here with DemoHub. Like, share, subscribe with somebody that might get value out of this. I'll see you in the next demo.